One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So the Washington Huskies offense will have the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
It's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Reads it, fires complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Motion from the wideout. Snagged out of the air. Going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Wyoming's offense will get the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Abraham. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Washington. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's carry on. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Out of the gun to give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it out fast. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick completion to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throwing right. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He wants to throw it again. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
He wants to change this route. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And he's going to bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Here we go. Looking to pass. It's Abraham. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. They'll try the run. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Toss to the outside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Let's go. Quick release on the RPO. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Back to throw, it's Abraham. Makes the catch, it's Fuller. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
What an awesome job in coverage there. Critical 3rd down, deep in their own end. They're able to break on the ball, swat it away, and now you set up 4th.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. He's looking to throw. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Got a little space. Turning it on. The 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Give to the running back. He's out past the 35. There he goes to the right. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Abraham. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Fuller. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fuller. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to.
There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. Finding open areas. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Now he's looking to throw it. He's got him. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It's complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Washington. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is.
He smashes his way through again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Looking left. It's caught. Got room at the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for them.
Oh, he's got enough space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Washington wants to go quickly. The play action fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Huskies! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give to the tailback.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Can't get him to the ground. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. On the option. Now the toss. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Bob.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Quarterback may change this route. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Huskies! Fitted in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Brings it down on the right side. Turning it on. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wyoming. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. The give to the back. They drag him down behind. Scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Rice took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Owls that fired on all cylinders. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A strike downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fakes to grab. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Let's go. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Offense getting set for first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from his own end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Got room to work. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Makes the catch at the 30. He's got great speed. And there he goes. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Handoff to the single running back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll go to the ground. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got it. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll try to get it through the air. Got the quick pass. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.